Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
and gentlemen, we are live! It's time!
Oh man, what is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to each and every single one of you out there listening live right now. Or if not, you're watching on the playback, or that's basically it. What's going on? What's up, everyone? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. This is another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We're also live over on Kick. We're also over live on Twitch. If you are new here, by any chance, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share throughout all your social media platform, wherever it is that you're sharing videos and all that fun stuff. It is Tuesday, August the 18th, 2026. August is almost out of here, y'all. August is about to be over. And real soon, technically let's be realistic. And I hate that I'm saying this every single time. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are already up to here with me saying this. But I'm going to just keep on saying it regardless. Once we get into September, once August is over with, summer is over. I mean, for some of you out there, you already probably view August as summer being over. It's done. It's over with. I know in some states in this country, some of the kids already started school. I know my cousin who lives in Virginia, her kids already started school. So there is that. But be that as it may, I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. How was everyone's week? How was it? Good. Awesome. I hope it was a good one. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had a family barbecue on Sunday at my uncle's house, and it was cool. It was fun. I got to see some of the family and, bond and all that fun stuff. And, yeah, there was that. Outside of that, wrestling news wise, nothing really popping. I'll be very honest with you guys. It really isn't anything that's been popping in the wrestling world as far as the big news is concerned. There's no drama. I mean, technically there is. Like, I've seen a lot of people upset about someone being brought back from an indie promotion. I really don't care, to be honest. I've seen today Dustin Rhodes on Twitter. He posted something, and I guess Mustafa Ali called him out for it, and it led to this whole thing, to which now Dustin Rhodes had to clarify to pretty much bring up to speed. I guess Dustin Rhodes basically responded to a picture that he saw, and according to him, he was a fan of the firearm that was in the photo, the firearm that the lady was holding and all that stuff. And I guess the tweet had something to do with Islamophobia, right? And Mustafa Ali, who's a Muslim, responded, and this led to everyone just chewing up Dustin Rhodes to the point where now Dustin Rhodes decided to quit Twitter, pretty much. I'm going to try to get you the tweets that he wrote here, post what he did, right? Because the tweet, by the way, where he liked the girl's picture with the heart and the freaking rock thing on, whatever the case is, that tweet's gone. So Dustin Rhodes did the whole tweet and delete, right? But this is basically what he said following whatever happened here, right? This is basically what he really has to say. My apologies for liking a firearm pic. Did not read the caption, and this is my bad. I, by no means, you all know, I am not a racist person. We all bleed red. Thankfully, truthfully like the firearm in picture. Nothing more. I sincerely apologize. Then he went on to write the following. Y'all can think what you want, but I am or have selective reading. Not a lie. Once again, I'm sorry for not reading the post. I am 110% against what she said. After looking, I'm being honest. And then he wrote the following. Think I'm going to quit this app no matter how many people I help or how many I inspire. There's always so many trying to break you down. Tired. And then he wrote an apology to Mustafa Ali. In quote, my apologies to Mustafa Ali. I am not that person. Genuinely liked the photo, did not read the caption, and don't agree with that at all. So he's backtracking. He feels bad for what he did. And now because of all this, because again, the wrestling fan base is the way that they are, he is now, quote unquote, quitting Twitter, quitting X, whatever you want to call it. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen this play out so many times. And I'll be honest, like Dustin Rhodes, my man, I'm going to say this with the utmost respect. You're too old for this kind of drama. You're too old for this shit, bro. Like, bro, just look, you fucked up. Okay? You fucked up. You fucked up, Papa. It's okay. We all make mistakes. No one's perfect. But this whole thing of quitting Twitter and doing this, bro, you're not quitting Twitter. Because I know damn well, bro, you're going to find fucking Blue Sky annoying as shit. It is. It is. But that is what happened earlier today as far as big wrestling drama to happen here in the Housewives of the IWC. Outside of that, look, there is a pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. I know you guys are counting down to All In on August 30th, right? The big AEW pay-per-view coming up, and some of you are excited for Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, even though they wrestled before, and they're going to do it again, right? I know the build has been here and there, right? It is what it is. But before we get to All In, we got to get on Lockdown, which is this Sunday, which I'll get into in a bit here as well. I'll get into that as well. I'll also give my thoughts on what happened this literally last week. As soon as I went off the air on NXT, I'll get into that as well. Zilla Fatu made his NXT debut. Zilla Fatu got involved in the main event between Grayson Waller and Cruz Montana. See, it took me a while to say the name, like get it right. I know there's some people out there who have still not been accustomed to calling Cruz Montana or Mike, formerly known as Mike Santana, by his new name, right? I get all that. But I'll say, I've got accustomed to calling him by his name. I've got accustomed to it already, right? So the main event was Cruz Montana versus Grayson Waller to determine who was going to face Tony D'Angelo, who is like the forgotten NXT champion, right? That's what he's become. He's the forgotten NXT champion. And they're having this match. Tony D'Angelo was sitting there watching this. And somewhere in this match, who happens to show up through the crowd and lay both guys out, that being Grayson Waller and Cruz Montana, none other than Zilla Fatu. Zilla Fatu made his NXT WWE debut, that is, on NXT. And if you recall the Saturday prior, he dropped the Crown Jewel, the HOG Crown Jewel Championship against Amazing Red. So if you recall at the end of the match, there's a moment where Amazing Red and Zilla had a moment, right? After the match, where Amazing Red told Zilla good luck. Pretty much telling you, he's leaving. He's going to WWE. And look, I'll say this, as someone who doesn't watch NXT like he used to, because again, I haven't really sat there and watched NXT on a consistent base since the black and gold days. Those were the days. Those were the days. Pero, I know there was 2.0, and after that, the Carmelo Hayes, the Trick Williams, right, of the world, the relationship with TNA, right, what have you. And time goes on, and you gotta move on, right? And just the show has not been. And again, the talent's not bad. You have good talent there, right? But the show is not popping. It's not like, I must see this, if you will. A lot of time, people who do watch it on a constant base, they do it because, and again, especially the content creators, you're going to see a lot of these content creators who do their watch-alongs is because they want the super chat. They want the viewership. They want the reaction. But more importantly, I said this already, they want the super chat. Which, by the way, guys, if you guys want to leave a super chat here on the stream, it is gratefully appreciated. I'm just saying, y'all. I know we don't do these shows like we used to. All right. I know y'all miss all these other shows that we've done before, but this is the best I can do. All right. This is the best we can do for now. Okay. Just understand that. Okay. I know y'all miss something about Dynamite. Y'all miss Raw Rundown. Y'all miss ATP Gaming. All right. Things happen. Right. I got a second job. I've said this before. All right. I can see it. I can see it by what I'm watching right now here. Okay. But Zilla Fatu showed up. He laid both. I already said this before, but I'll say it again. He laid out Cruz Montana and he laid out Grayson Waller. What amazed me is that he's keeping his name as Zilla Fatu. 2, he got this big reaction. The people in the building already knew who he was. Like, oh my God, this is Zilla Fatu, right? And also factoring in, let's just tell like it is. He looked like he belonged. I know there's a lot of people out there who you heard Zilla Fatu, and he's the son of Rikishi. He's the son of Umaga. Let me correct myself. Correction. He is the son of Umaga, right? So he already had this this lineage that he's following, right? And you knew going in that he's gonna come to WWE. There's no doubt in my mind. Oh, what, he's gonna show up in AEW? That wasn't gonna happen. That was not the case at all. That wasn't gonna happen. I hate to break it to y'all. Sorry, sickos. That wasn't happening. So he shows up. He feels like a big deal. I know they have their Heat Wave show coming up in a couple of weeks. I think it's somewhere in Texas. I think it's in Houston, where he's from. Honestly, you factoring in that you already penciled him in, or you put him in this spot where he's involved in the NXT title picture, I can see a possibility where he goes into this event and you strap Zilla Fatu. You give him the NXT championship. I can see it. I know people want to say main roster, oh, he should have been on Raw or SmackDown, whatever the case may be. But the reality is, I'm fine with him going to NXT first. I'm fine with it. He's still young. He has a whole career ahead of him. I think he'll do great. So I'm happy for Zilla Fatu. Happy for the guy. Really, really am. But with that being said, let's move on here. Let's get into Monday Night Raw from last night. Because again, I felt like, before I do so, bro, it is hot as fuck in my room right now. I gotta put the air conditioner on. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right, I'm back, y'all. It's too hot in this room, bro. It's too hot. Okay. I tried doing this with no air conditioner on. It just was not going to happen. I'm sorry, Papa. What's happening? All right. I hope y'all forgive me. Okay. Hope y'all forgive me. Okay. But I thought Raw last night compared to last week was better. Going into the show, it was a continuation of the Lucha Libre tournament to see who's facing Roman in Mexico. You were also going to see Solo Sikoa being returning back to the family. So we thought. But overall, I thought the show was better than last week's. Sucked that they were in Buffalo, but it is what it is. Right? I thought the match of the night, without a shadow of a doubt, was Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, let me just say this, bro. Y'all must forgot, bro. Y'all must forgot how good he is in the ring, bro. There are moments in the match when you're watching this where you're thinking to yourself, yo, Rey Mysterio, I just got to check real quick. How old is this guy, bro? How old is Uncle Ray, bro? How old is Theo Ray? I need to know. My man is 51 years old, bro. My Uncle Ray is 51 years old. Theo Ray is 51 years old, motherfuckers. And he's out there, bro, like it's 1998. He's out there, bro, performing his ass off, bro. And there are moments in this match where you're thinking, yo, he's gonna win the Intercontinental Championship, right? But in the back of your mind, at the same time, it's like, yo, there's no fucking way we're gonna have Chad Gable, who just won the Intercontinental Championship, already lose. That's not happening. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no, Papa. That wasn't going to happen, right? But I thought, again, they killed it, bro. And there's a moment there where I'm like, yo, I literally I feel like I went back in time to 2002, and it was Kurt and Ray. That's what it felt like to me at first, bro. At some moment in this match. Don't know about any of you. That's how I felt. Let me know in the chat your thoughts on that Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio match. And if you have not watched it, whenever you get a chance, go back and rewatch the match. Go back and rewatch it if you've not watched it yet, okay? And then come back to me. Let me know what you thought. Pretty much. Also on the show, Javon Evans continues to get attacked by Big Cass. So it was Javon Evans versus JD McDonough. The match was okay for the most part. Nothing to really go crazy about other than the fact that Javon, I guess, interrupted the Judgment Day's entrance and he just walked through and just, they had their match. And again, it wasn't anything bad or anything. Oh my God. But, again, they had Javon win, but you knew where this was going. Big Cass showed up and just put a beating on him. And there was a moment where you thought, okay, Javon is going to get some offense here, right, in this attack, right? And Dominic Mysterio's like, nope, not today, Papa. Not today, amigo. And then Big Cass just had his way. And throughout this whole thing, throughout the whole beatdown that he was delivering on Javon Evans, Corey Graves on commentary just felt so disgusted, bro. Felt so disgusted, so offended, like, oh, God, deplorable. And again, if you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what's up, then you know what's up. Like, you know what's going on, right? If you do, awesome, okay? I'm not going to basically repeat it, right? But if you know, you basically know. You know what's up, right? But look, next week, Javon Evans needs to literally you need to put on the Black Air Forces, bro. The Black Air Force lows and show up with a steel pipe, show up with something and get his revenge on Big Cass. Because this week after week shit, bro, I don't know. At the same time, like, look, I think Big Cass is in amazing shape, right? But it's like, bro, if you really wanted to make a statement on the day after SummerSlam, why not beat up Seth Rollins? And as Rollins goes away, I think if memory serves me correct, weren't they in Iowa? The Raw after SummerSlam? Chat, help me out here. Help me out, chat. Let me know if you can, please. What's up, chat? What is going on? What's going on, everyone? I feel like you guys are very shy today. What's going on? How come you guys aren't that interactive today? What's going on, everybody? ¿Qué pasa? What's going on? I get it, guys. I get it. Y'all missed the other shows, but we're here now. Okay, we're here. Weston writes, I really don't care about Big Cass's return. It's been lame as shit. Enzo carried him, bro. Yeah, but reality is, dude, I mean, do we really know if Enzo's even coming in, or pause, if he's even showing up to the fiesta? I don't think so. Time will tell, though. LOL TNA. Speaking of what's up, I didn't know that was R-Truth's TNA theme also. Yeah, it was, bro. It was back in the day. R-Truth owned the rights to the song. So he was able to use it in TNA and then in WWE. And then they decided to remix it. There was a point there, I don't know if you guys remember, where R-Truth would come out to the ring. He was singing another song. And I think they had Eve Torres with him, where she would dance, randomly dance, right? Randomly danced, right? It made no sense. It's time for me to get crunk. It's time for me. I don't know if y'all remember. Awesome. Did Enzo piss off too many people? I mean, in his first run, yeah, he did. If I remember, there was a story where I think Roman kicked him off the bus during a European tour. I remember there was another story where he brought women to the back, or fans to the back. So I don't know if y'all remember that or not. Romeo writes here, nobody want to see Enzo wrestle. And that's the thing too. Like, bro, Enzo, his money is as a manager, the mouthpiece. So if you want to bring Enzo in, I don't need them to be a tag team. I get there's some people out there that have this, I feel this sense of, oh, we must see them as a tag team. Even though, yes, if you're Big Cass, there's more money in them as a duo than Big Cass being by himself. Doesn't matter how much of amazing shape he's in, right? And this dude, I'm telling you, bro, he is in amazing shape right now, right? If he's not with Enzo, I'm sorry, it ain't popping. But I don't need to see, like Romeo says, nobody want to see Enzo wrestle. You want to bring back Enzo, bring him back as a mouthpiece, his manager. Let him do a little dance, let him rap, whatever the fuck it is, right? Pero, well, who knows? Is Enzo still welcome to the locker room? I read Roman kicked him off the tour, but I said that just literally seconds ago, Pelu. I said that literally a su momento, right? Pero, I mean, look, times have changed, right? We all change. Look, how do I put this? We all make mistakes, right? We all make mistakes. Time heals all wounds, right? If you don't believe me, go ask the GCW fan base right now. They're going through it right now. Those motherfuckers are going through it right now. If you know, you know. Cool. Pero, first, look, Enzo, bring him back as a mouthpiece. All right? Because right now, look, Big Cass doing all this stuff right now, bro, it ain't popping. And I know none of you out there are going to want to see Big Cass versus Javon Evans. Because the moment that match happens, Javon Evans is going to get a win. And when that happens, all y'all going to bitch about it. Oh, Big Cass is buried. Oh, Big Cass couldn't beat the little guy. Oh, Big Cass, what the fuck did they do to you, man? Should have stayed as Big Bill, man. Right? Didn't Enzo cheat on Liv Morgan too? I think he did. I knew they used to date at one time. I mean, congrats to Liv. From my understanding, she got engaged. Congratulations. Whether y'all like to do it or not, hey, who knows, right? Didn't know Big Bill got off to a bad start in his WWE return. I mean, depends how you view it, right? I mean, I don't know. Have you been watching? Have you been watching the product for you to know this? Or are you hearing it off other people's shows, what have you? Do they really care enough about Big Cass to get mad, though, to get mad? No, but I think in the case of Corey Graves, you can tell, like, bro, if it was up to Corey Graves right now, I'm pretty sure right now he would love to go to NXT and not commentate on the same show that this dude's in, on the guy who was at one time the boyfriend of his current wife. Because I don't know if y'all remember, Carmella and Big Cass were an item at one time. And I know there was a lot of he said, she said stuff that went on, right? So the animosity's there, you know? The animosity's there. So time will tell, unless Corey Graves, if you even heard in his voice, he was disgusted, right? But yeah, that's again, we'll see how all this pans out for the most part. Sol Ruka got a win over Lyra Valkyria. The match was okay for what it was worth. I'm digging this new Lyra, like she snapped. So there's that too. We also got a women's segment as well with Liv and the Judgment and the rest of the Judgment Day women. Of course, the reigning and defending women's Intercontinental Champion Raquel Rodriguez and of course Roxanne Perez. They lay a beating to both Stephanie Vaquer and Becky Lynch. There's something about it just screams triple threat, and that's fine. Triple threat. So be it. Guys, if you have questions for me too, feel free to drop in your questions. If you're tuning in right now, this is Steve's Kitchen. It is Monday, August the 18th, 2026. It is 7:05 p.m. Eastern time. All right. If you guys feel generous, please leave a super chat. It does help out the channel. Also, while you're at it, don't be shy. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Look, guys, I don't ask y'all for much. I know. I go live once a week now. It's not what it once was. I apologize for that. But sometimes things happen. All I'm asking from y'all, please, for the love of fucking God, leave a fucking like. Get this shit popping, guys. That's all I'm asking for. I don't ask for much. Okay? Can we do that, people? Can we fucking do that? Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Love you all. Love you all. Okay? But let's continue on here. Let's continue on with the program. Okay? Also, again, like I mentioned before, it was the continuation of the Lucha Libre tournament to see who is going to get the big spotlight of wrestling Roman Reigns and losing in Mexico for the World Heavyweight Championship, right? So you had Rey Fénix versus El Fiscal, and I thought for the most part it was an okay match. You knew going in that Rey Fénix, being that he was the AAA Cruiserweight champion, he wasn't going to lose, right? I did not know that. Again, call me late to the party, okay? That El Fiscal is the son of Black Abismo Negro, right? Who wrestled in WWE many years ago, right? I was not aware of that, okay? Homeboy looked like the black Turbo Power Ranger. Well, he was green, but he looked like a Zeo Power Ranger, put it that way. That's what he looked like for the most part. But yeah, Rey Fénix got the win. He advances. You had Dragon Lee versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. I thought they had a very good match for the most part. But when it was all said and done, Dragon Lee did get the win. So again, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there, guys. We're gonna see who's gonna face Roman Reigns. Is it weird that El Grande Americano isn't in the tournament? El Grande Americano, to my understanding, Draven, he is getting his big moment at Triple Mania, where he'll be wrestling Dominic Mysterio for the AAA World Championship. So if you're Undertaker, right, it's bad enough that his champion, Dominic Mysterio, who is the mega champion in AAA, is getting, badly booked on main roster TV. Do you really think he wants one of his top acts, his number one contender for his brand's biggest championship, on their biggest show coming up, you think he wants that guy to lose to Roman Reigns or to lose in this tournament? No. I think also too, you also want to showcase a lot of the Lucha Libre talent that, let's be honest, I don't know if you really sit there and watch AAA on the YouTube channel or are aware of who these guys are, but it gives you that exposure, right? Y'all already seen El Grande Americano. So you already know what's up. You've seen him wrestle before. Whether it's El Grande Gable, El Grande Ludwig, whoever it is, you know what I mean? Bésame mucho, bésame el culo. You know what's up. You know what's up. So that's probably explains why El Grande Americano is not in the tournament, and nor should he be. Nor should he be at all. But then we got the meat and potatoes of the show, the meat and potatoes of Monday Night Raw. Solo Sikoa. Last night, he was going to, come back to the family, right? Throughout the night, the Uso were poking fun, doing all this shit, right? Making fun of Solo, right? They bumped into LA Knight earlier in the night, and they told Solo, nope, you gotta come with us, right? So we get the moment. Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, they hit the music, right? They bring out Solo Sikoa, right? Solo's wearing his shade. He got on his jewelry, his watch, right? And Roman just reminds Solo that he has the receipts. He hasn't forgotten. So then they play this video. See, this is the magic of the tribal chief here. Just the small details here. See, he remembers all the shit that Solo did following WrestleMania 40, right? When he took over, right? He took the Ula Fala, made himself the self-proclaimed tribal chief. He was bossing around Paul Heyman, right? Try to take over the bloodline, right? All that stuff. He remembers. He remembers that leading up to the Raw on Netflix debut match. Remember Tribal Combat? It was Roman and Solo. And leading up to the match, Solo told, I believe it was Jacob Fatu, that if in the event that Roman does beat him and he has to hand over the Ula Fala, then he will then acknowledge Roman as the tribal chief. Right? And all this stuff. They played all the footage, right? And again, Roman is just disgusted by Solo. Just upset. He takes the sunglasses off of him, stomps on it, right? They put a beating on him, right? LA Knight shows up. But before that, I'd be remiss if I missed this part. Because the Usos got this done, right? Roman Reigns decided to award both the Usos as making them his captains. So he brought out 2 black Ula Falas, right? And named both of them as the captains. So if you piss off any of those 2, you piss off Roman Reigns. And you watch in this whole thing, Jacob Fatu in the corner, just boiling, bro. Like he's pissed. Like, wait a minute, what about me? Where's my, right? Nothing at all. LA, again, they're beating up on Solo. LA Knight shows up, right? And Jacob is ready to, help the tribal chief, right? And Roman tells Jacob to stay in the corner. You stay in the corner. What is the matter with you? You only do what I tell you. For now, you stay in the corner. And again, it got to the point where Roman tells Solo, you know what? You're the one who's going to take out LA Knight. So the Usos are grabbing LA Knight, right? And they want Solo to hit him with the spike, right? And Solo goes like, I'm sorry. And I loved everything about this. Fucking loved it. Fucking loved it. And you think he's going to hit LA Knight with the Samoan spike, and then he turns around and bam, hits Roman Reigns. And everyone goes crazy. Everyone loses their shit, right? Unbelievable. Right? And then this leads to, him helping out LA Knight, and, they clear the house. LA Knight drops a fucking, a BFT onto Roman Reigns, right? Meanwhile, this whole time, Jacob Fatu is just standing there watching all this play out because he was given the play to sit in the corner, stand there, don't do anything. Don't do shit at all. And the crazy part about it is next week, Roman's not going to be there. Roman's not going to be in Ottawa, which, by the way, Raw next week, it's at 6 p.m. Eastern time, in case you guys have not noticed. But it's happening next week, 8 p.m. About 6 p.m. Eastern. Roman's not going to be there. So I'm pretty sure the Usos are going to want an explanation about what happened. Why did this happen? Why? But again, I love this. I thought it was awesome. Solo Sikoa has become a top babyface in this company. He's become must-see TV. Solo Dolo, right? He's fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. There you go. The Captain Uso. Yeah, the Captain Usos, right? But I loved everything. I loved everything about this. So all you people out there, the bloodline this, they're shoving this down our throat. This is boring. Once again, to all you motherfuckers out there, this is what I gotta say to all of
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck, y'all. Keep crying. Cry away. Cry away over there. But again, love that ending. Fucking loved it. Matter of fact, let me give you my bad. Let me give you a better clip here. All y'all that are complaining and whining about the bloodline and all that fun stuff.
Sit your ass down. Go to sleep.
Touch grass too while you're at it. So that was Monday Night Raw as a whole. Love the fact that Rey Mysterio at age 51 can still go out there and do the damn thing. Y'all must have forgot. Okay. And again, all the Lucha Libre stuff involving the tournament. And again, next week's Raw is must see. Thoughts on Punk Gale's promos so far? Not gonna lie. I buy that they probably legit don't like, and they don't. There's still animosity there from SmackDown. I'll say this from what I've been hearing, because again, I don't get to watch SmackDown live because of work, right? And also factoring in, I don't have time at work to put on the VPN and put on Netflix. I don't have time for any of that shit. I don't, right? So sadly, when I watch Raw at work as I'm working, I get to hear what's going on, right? On my AirPod as I'm working. I have it on the US Netflix. So I don't have time to fucking, all that other bullshit. But from this whole Kevin Owens CM Punk thing, I've been enjoying the promos because they had to go there. Right? They had to go there. They just couldn't. You could not have a Kevin Owens CM Punk rivalry or a feud or a program, whatever you want to call it, and you can't ignore the fact who Kevin is friends with outside of the world of professional wrestling. You can't ignore the fact that Kevin Owens is very good friends with two EVPs from AEW. That being Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, even though they're not so young Bucks anymore in the big 2026. They're more like Dios now. They're Uncle Bucks now, in my humble opinion. They're the Uncle Bucks. They're more like the Uncle Bucks right now. But he's very good friends with them. Right? Very good friend. If you followed Kevin Kevin Steen's indie run. If you followed if you guys remember, I don't know how many of you remember the vlogs that Kevin used to do back in the day, the weekend escapades that he would do whenever he would go to an independent show to wrestle at, whatever the hell it might have been. He would vlog it, right? And in those vlogs, you saw a lot of the Young Bucks featured in those vlogs, which, dare I even say, was what led the Bucks in the Elite to start filming BTE, being the Elite. OG being the Elite, not the one that you kind of see here now when they were in the AEW. But the point is, though, they're good friends, and as well with Colt Cabana, right? Kevin is a good friend of the Young Bucks and was on their side when Brawl Out happened. So you can't ignore that. You had to reference it, right? And go there. But it's also, again, it shows you the professionalism of both men here. I've been enjoying the promos, right? Because, again, you really do believe that Kevin does not like CM Punk. And to be fair, CM Punk, I think at this stage of the game, and to be fair to even Kevin, at this stage of the game, right, where Kevin is at, right, though, yeah, the whole T-shirt thing seems petty and dumb in Punk's part. Like, dude, you used to wrestle in basketball shorts. Chill out. Yes, but you guys got to understand, at that time, it was different, right? It was very fucking different, right? Yes, Punk wrestled in basketball shorts, right? I agree, but he didn't wrestle in a T-shirt. Right? Kevin, as far as I know, for so long that I've watched him, he wrestled in a singlet, right? And then eventually he put on the shorts, and then the T-shirt, cut the sleeves off. But I'm pretty sure, like, at this stage of the game, both Kevin and Punk are past the whole like T-shirt thing. It's whatever. It happened. It was many years ago, right? Many years ago, but they had to bring it up. And again, you had two guys, again, who don't like each other. And on Kevin's part, I believe deep down in reality, doesn't like CM Punk. I believe CM Punk doesn't really care in the sense that when I say doesn't care, like for him, it's whatever. Like, bro, we're making money here. Let's go make some money. Like, I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. But if we're able to go out there and tell this story and make some money, because people, I feel like a lot of times forget professional wrestling, no matter what promotion you watch, no matter what promotion you hate, support, whatever it is, no matter how much you all try to gatekeep it and act like this is one big old circle of trust and kumbaya, at the end of the day, professional wrestling will always be a business first. It's been like that since, as far as I remember, and it'll be like that the moment we're all gone. It's a business, right? And if those two guys can go out there and deliver on that, Papa, then we're all winning. We're all winning. Now, next week, when they go at it, do I see Kevin winning the championship? No. I think Sammy gets involved. But at the same time, I would not mind seeing Kevin Owens get this win. Would not mind it at all. And look, if they can get a 2-3 matches out of this, so be it. So be it. But I'm happy. I'm happy to see Kevin back. I'm happy to see that, Kevin is now getting this opportunity, right? And again, it shows you, too, that Kevin is, even him, he's professional enough to work with a guy who started shit with his friends years ago. Punk heel turn, maybe? Could be. Never know. Time will tell. We'll see how all this goes, But before I put a bow on this, I know the G1 was over the weekend. You asked me who won, I have no fucking clue. Now, when I say I don't have a fucking clue, I haven't watched it. I have not watched it. All right. I can't pronounce the dude's name if you put a gun in my head. Nope, don't know. But I heard it was a good match. So for those that enjoy it, awesome. Awesome. But here's what I do know. Folks. This Sunday, before y'all go all in, because I know it's coming, and I know y'all can't wait to go all in. This Sunday, first, you got to get on the lockdown. TNA's having a pay-per-view. Lockdown, where every match is inside of a steel cage. They've done this for years back in the day. Silly concept, right? Again, look, I'll put it to you like this, right? 2004, 2005, Steve, right? We're talking middle school me, right? The idea of every match being in a cage at that time, fucking awesome. What? Are you kidding me? Now that I got older and years, keep in mind, this was a couple years ago, right? Like, as I got more older and started to, do this and all that fun stuff and know the ins and outs, I guess, for what I know, learned to realize, man, what a stupid concept. Well, when I was younger, fucking loved it. Oh, they're having a show too? Awesome. Cool. What's the main event? Let me see here. I don't want to make any of y'all feel bad. Oh, Steve not covering Death Before Dishonor. Oh, I'm sorry. Paywall of Honor. I'll tell you this much. Bandito probably going to win here because he doesn't win in AEW. But here we go. It's actually this Friday. Oh, look at this. Is it? Yeah, it is Friday, right? Let me see here. Is it on Friday? Let me see here. Or is it on Saturday? Let me see here. Hold up, Papa. The fuck? Here we go. No. Get out of here. Let me see this. Calendar. No, I'll see the calendar, damn it. There you go. It's Friday. Okay. Here we go. You have the Outrunners. Before I talk about TNA, let me just run down this card. Okay, from Ring of Honor. My bad. Paywall of Honor. Paywall. Okay, let's all say it together. Paywall of Honor. We have the Outrunners, or Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum. And Don Castle, forgot all three of these were employed. Versus Jay Lethal, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson. In a 6-man tag for the trios match for the championships. Cool, awesome, I guess. You have Leo Rush in a fight without honor for the television championship against Action Andretti. Remember when all of y'all thought that Action Andretti was going to be this big star, right, beating Jericho and all that stuff? How did that pan out for you? How did that pan out for all of you? Action not ready. You have Deonna Purrazzo defending her pure women's championship against Steph DeLander. My God, what the fuck are we doing with Deonna Purrazzo? What the fuck are we doing? You have Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness in the pure championship match for the pure title, where if McGuinness loses, he can never wrestle on ROH again. You're telling me already the result? Right there already, as it is. You have Athena, who's defending, Athena Reigns defending her women's world championship, where she's going to win against Hazuki. Big whoop. And then you have Bandito, Mr. I Can't Win on an AEW pay-per-view, Mr. 0-4, against Nick Wayne for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Cool. I guess. Okay. Got that out of the way. Let's talk about TNA Lockdown. I'm not going to give you a prediction by any means at all. I'm just going to run through the card, okay? So we do have Demon Bunnies of Allie and Rosemary against the Elegance brand for the Knockouts Championship, for the Knockout Tag Team Championships. You also have on the show the Hardys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, defending the TNA Tag Team Championships against the Nemeths, who, by the way, Brian Nemeth and the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth. What are we doing? The fuck is this? right? You also have on the show Zaya Brookside, who is defending the Knockout Championship against Elena Black. All righty. You also have on the show Moose versus Frankie Kazarian in an Escape the Cage match. You also have on the show for the International Championship, former champion Mustafa Ali, who I did mention earlier, had a lot to say on social media today regarding Dustin Rhodes, with Order 4 going up against the newly crowned TNA International Champion Jason Hotch. And you also have on the show, you also have Cedric Alexander versus Leon Slater in an X Division Championship match, where the rules are as follows here. If Cedric Alexander were to defeat Leon Slater, these are the, I guess, what happens here, right? These are the following shit that goes down. If Cedric were to win, Leon Slater's reign would no longer be recognized by TNA Wrestling. The title history will officially recognize the title moving from Moose to Cedric Alexander, with a period of inactivity during Leon Slater's reign. Amazing Red would once again be recognized as the youngest X Division champion in history, and then Austin Aries would be the sole holder of the record for longest X Division title reign. That just tells me already that, Leon is winning. And if they were to fuck this up, LOL TNA. But then also, I guess, and they have the big Lethal Lockdown match, which is basically their take on, I guess, it's their take on the War Games, I guess. It's the system of Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, Bear Brunson, and Alicia Edwards versus Ricky Sosa, Fabian Eichner, Casey Navarro, and Jada Stone. Talk about the most random Lethal Lockdown match. Big whoop. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. Much love to all of you. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share through social media. Follow me on X at HeelSteven. All right. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. I'll be back live next week. And next week, I'll be live again. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for tuning in as always. All right. That's going to be it for me, guys. Much love to all of you. All right. As always, I am Steve. And this, ladies and gentlemen, has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, y'all.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.